On the EMB145 family, there are 2 forward doors, 2 overwing exits, and 2 cockpit windows that can be used for emergency evacuation. The main door, located on the left forward fuselage, may be either the air stair type or the jetway type. Operation of the air stair door. To open the door when you are inside the aircraft, simply lift the lever until it reaches its stop. This will unlock the door. Then push the door and let it go down. An alternative opening valve is provided in the cockpit to allow the door to be lowered if it is blocked by hydraulic pressure. To operate the valve, turn the valve button clockwise and hold it. After 2 minutes, the valve pressurizes the door clothesline, allowing the main door to be lowered. No more than 3 persons should be standing on the doorsteps at the same time. For airplane equipped with foldable handrail main door, before opening it with no docking operation, make sure the pins are completely locked and the handrail connection whole. To close the door, push the appropriate button on the door panel. Wait until the door rises to the closed position. Pull the door and lock it by lowering the lever. Then check to see that all red marks are aligned. The door is raised in normal operation by 2 hydraulic actuators powered by hydraulic system 1 or by an accumulator with sufficient capacity for 4 complete operation cycles. To open the door when you are outside the aircraft, pull the handle out, pull the door, then let the door come down. To close the door, push the button on the exterior control panel and wait until the door rises to its full stop. Push the door and lock it. Operation of the jetway door. To open the jetway door, hold the assistance handle, turn the lever clockwise to unlock the door, and hold the handle and lever to push the door. Hold the partition handle when you push the door until the door locks in the open position. To close the door, hold the partition handle to pull the door handle and unlock the door. Bring the door to the closed position. Turn the handle counterclockwise to lock the door in the closed position. To open the door when you are outside the cabin, lift the lever to unlock the door and pull the door to the open position. Lock the door in the open position. To close the door, hold the door handle to unlock the door and bring it to the closed position. Lower the lever to lock the door in the closed position. The service door is installed on the right side of the forward section of the passenger cabin. The service door is used for galley servicing. To open the door, hold the assistance handle, lift the lever and unlock the door. Push the door to open it and move the door until it locks in the open position. To close the door, hold the assistance handle, pull the lower handle to unlock the door and bring it to the closed position. Pull the door firmly to bring it to its stop. Lower the lever to lock the door and check to see that all red marks are aligned. To open the door when you are outside the aircraft, lift the lever to unlock the door and pull it to the open position. To close the door, just reverse the operation as shown. To operate the overwing emergency exit hatches, proceed as follows. To open the emergency exit when you are inside the aircraft, remove the handle cover, pull the handle, hold the hatch and remove it. Pull the hatch away from the aircraft. To open the emergency exits from the outside, push the cover to access the opening handle and remove the hatch. The cockpit windows may be partially open or they may be totally removed. This window cannot be removed from the outside. To open the window, press the lock button and pull the handle in and backward. Pull the emergency handle down and turn it upward while you hold the window. Remove the window from the tracks and put it away from the aircraft. Use escape ropes to evacuate the aircraft. The cockpit door is provided with an emergency exit. To open the emergency exit, remove the hatch cover, rotate the door retainer, pull the top and bottom straps, then lift and slide the panel in. The baggage door on the rear left side of the fuselage is manually operated from the outside. To open it, push in the red door vent, unlock, and turn the handle 360 degrees clockwise. Lift the door up to the fully open position. Pull the lifting rod out and fit it into the fuselage recess. To close the door, remove the lifting rod and bring the door down slowly. Fit the lifting rod into the door clip and pull the door to the fully closed position. Turn the handle 360 degrees counterclockwise and lock it. Pull the red door vent out. Operating any type of emergency exit plays a key role during an emergency evacuation. Flight crews should be proficient in their knowledge of emergency equipment and procedures, so that they significantly influence passenger evacuation rates after any accident or incident. Discernment is required to decide which exit to use in evacuating an airplane. Opening some exits may represent potential harm to a passenger if, for example, there is fire outside the aircraft or fuel is leaking. Even after the exit is open, an evaluation should be made to see if it is safe to evacuate the aircraft. For example, exit height from the ground is a concern when the aircraft stops in a sloped terrain or post-crash debris standing close to the aircraft. The cockpit crew must help the flight attendants use the exit or show them which exit not to use based on the knowledge of the situation. The air carrier manuals should state if the flight crew or the flight attendant will make the final decision on which exits to use. Some air carriers indicate in their manuals which exits are preferable depending on the circumstances. For example, the airplane entry door with its stair in place must be used when there is no imminent threat to passengers. Other carriers prefer the lowest exit to the ground in case of landing gear failure. Moreover, some carriers identify the floor level exit as preferable to prevent injuries associated with overwing exit use. Limiting the number of exits used during evacuation can dramatically delay exiting the airplane and must be properly outlined in the flight attendant and flight crew manuals. Restricting an evacuation to limited exits must be a procedure conveniently documented and trained by all involved. Factors that influence passenger access to exits are determinant in the success of an emergency evacuation. Configuration factors such as aisle width and exit location are governed by regulations to ensure passenger safety, but some factors are beyond control. The accident severity, for example, may greatly affect how easily passengers will be able to reach an exit. Damage to the fuselage can cause interior furnishing to be dislodged and become obstacle to passengers attempting to reach an exit. Fallen overhead bins, deformed floor, Broken seats and other items may block the main aisle and even a whole exit. Although the means for opening emergency exits is simple and does not require exceptional effort, accident severity is also an important factor in how easily the exit will be opened. Crash forces may cause structural deformation, somehow causing the exit doors to be inoperable. Eventually, jammed doors can be opened by the combined effort of a second crew member and even other passengers. Overwing emergency exits are normally assigned to be opened by a passenger. The passenger must also act quickly in an emergency. However, passengers will likely never have the occasion to open an emergency exit prior to an actual evacuation, but are frequently asked to play this role. Unlike the crew, passengers receive no formal training to perform this task. Furthermore, the number of passengers that do not read the safety card, or the number of those that simply do not pay attention to the flight attendant safety briefing, is great. It is quite possible that even after reading the safety card, a passenger will not understand how to open or stow overwing emergency exits. The weight of the exit hatch is also a problem for some passengers. It is recommended, therefore, that a crew member provide all passengers seated in the exit row, in which a qualified crew member is not seated, a pre-flight personal briefing on what to do in the event the exit may need to be opened.